China's southern tech hub of Shenzhen is hosting the 33rd Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation APEC economic leaders meeting. Delivering a speech at the APEC handover ceremony, Xi addressed the importance of really building an Asia-Pacific community and said that the long-term development and prosperity in the region can only be achieved through the shared vision. Now, the APEC Leaders Summit, it all wraps up today, and we're going to get more on this by speaking to SABC News correspondent Laura Westbrook. Laura, a very good morning. Of course, just looking at what's topped the agenda, regional security, stabilizing the Korean Peninsula, many other issues and themes coming through. Talk to us about what's set to top the agenda as it wraps up.
Yeah, that's right. We have just heard from South Korean President Lee Jae-myung. He addressed reporters here in Gyeongju in South Korea as this APEC summit wrapped up on Saturday. And we have heard a joint declaration that has also been released. It acknowledged the importance of a trading environment that promotes resilience and benefits all. The declaration reaffirmed leaders' standing commitment to strengthening cooperation and concrete actions to enable economic growth that benefits all. So that was part of that statement. It also acknowledged, though, that the Asia-Pacific stands at a pivotal juncture, and that the global trading system continues to face significant challenges. That declaration said that the leaders were committed to take actions guided by building the world's most dynamic, interconnected global economy, preparing people for the digital and AI transformation, and addressing challenges to make sure that this growth benefits all people. Now, one of the things that has been noticed is that the declaration adopted at this annual summit did not mention multilateralism or the World Trade Organization. That is something that people were looking out for. And on Friday, we did hear from Xi Jinping in his speech. He did say that he called for the protection of the multilateral trading system. Now, one of the things that we are looking ahead to, we also heard, as I mentioned, from South Korean President Lee Jae-myung. Before he spoke, China's President Xi Jinping also spoke today on Saturday. With China is now going to be hosting next year's APEC Leaders Summit in the city of Shenzhen. He said that China would bring all parties together to promote growth, energize participation, cooperation, and including one of the things that has come up here again and again, artificial intelligence.
Laura, perhaps just some clarity on assurances given by China to South Korea about territorial or maritime concerns at this point. Anything that can be reiterated on that front as we conclude?
Yes, one of the things we're looking ahead for is this meeting between Chinese President Xi Jinping and South Korea's President Lee Jae-myung. That will be taking place today. And in that press conference that I mentioned, Lee Jae-myung told reporters that in that meeting, he was very much looking to one of the focal points of those discussions was strengthening pragmatic relations with China. He also said the economy was an important area, and that while China and Korea have areas where they compete, he was also looking for areas where they would find a cooperation. He also said that China plays an important role in the Korean Peninsula. Now, this is Chinese President Xi Jinping's first visit to South Korea in 11 years. And unlike his predecessor, Yoon Suk-yeol, South Korea's President Lee Jae-myung is seeking a more balanced approach. Yoon Suk-yeol really prioritized strengthening defense and economic ties with the United States to counter the threat from North Korea. Whereas Lee Jae-myung has, we had from him earlier, he was talking about being pragmatic in areas of cooperation, and South Korea really has treaded this fine line between the United States, a key defense ally, and China, which is a top trading partner of South Korea. Now, Analysts have said that Xi will be looking to reassure Beijing that South Korea's alignment with the United States does not preclude pragmatic economic engagement with China. And one of the areas that Xi is looking for China's assistance on is North Korea. Now, Beijing remains one of Pyongyang's key backers, one of North Korea's most a vital line, especially when it comes to economic support. And we saw those close ties on display in September when China held a military parade and was overlooking that parade with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un as well as Russian President Vladimir Putin. At that time, President Xi and Kim Jong-un reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening to their ties. And so Seoul's presidential office has said that Xi plans to raise the issue of denuclearization with the Chinese leader, as well as broader peace efforts on the peninsula. And it is worth noting, just hours before these talks are set to take place, North Korea made a statement that called Seoul's hopes for denuclearization a pipe dream, which can never be realized, even if it talks about it 1,000 times.
Well, Laura Westbrook, thank you so much for that update. We will continue to monitor developments as it continues. SABC News correspondent Laura Westbrook, they're bringing us the latest APEC Leaders Summit wrapping up today. Some of the key issues coming through there, of course, China-South Korea relations, what's topping the agenda, and really what also continues to happen as the baton is handed over to China for 2026.